Y'all, Donald Trump is gonna need a lot of ice for the amount of burns he got last night because he got humiliated in front of the entire world.
Good evening, my name is John Mulaney. It's an honor to be here at the Kennedy Center, or as it will be known next week, the Roy Cohn Pavilion for big, strong men who love cats.
Now, Trump did not attend yesterday's Mark Twain Prize for American Humor, honoring Conan O'Brien for Lifetime Achievement in Comedy, but his ears may have been burning as comics and celebrities joked at his expense, endlessly, absolutely roasting him in what became a rallying cry for freedom of artistic expression. And I have those fantastic roasts and Conan's great speech coming up for you in clips, so drop a like on the video, double check that you're subscribed, and let's get into it. And before we get to all the great roasts and Conan's incredible speech, it's worth talking about the orange elephant in the room, Donald Trump, as he just took over as the chairman for the Kennedy Center and made a lot of changes that people aren't happy with.
When longtime late-night television host and comedian Conan O'Brien accepted the Mark Twain Prize for American Humor on Sunday, he didn't just offer thanks. He also made not-so-subtle comments against President Donald Trump, whose takeover of the Kennedy Center, which awarded the prize, has shaken the arts world.
Twain hated bullies. He punched up, not down, and he deeply, deeply empathized with the weak. Twain was allergic to hypocrisy, and he loathed racism.
A host of comedians, including David Letterman, Adam Sandler, Sarah Silverman, Stephen Colbert, and Will Ferrell, also ribbed the Trump administration whilst honoring O'Brien. The show marked the first major event at the Kennedy Center since Trump announced that he would become chairman of the institution, pushing out billionaire philanthropist David Rubenstein. A new board, which includes White House Chief of Staff Susie Wiles and Vice President J.D. Vance's wife, Usha Vance, fired the Kennedy Center's former president, Deborah Rotter. In his remarks, O'Brien thanked both Rubenstein and Rotter, drawing loud applause from the audience.
Here is a quick compilation of some of the funniest moments from the other comedians that you had there.
I don't have time for this. You know what I'm supposed to be doing right now? Do you have any idea? I'm supposed to be shutting down the Department of Education, okay?
When Conan commits to something, he never backs down. Case in point, when he accepted the Mark Twain Prize, this was a very different place. Today they announced 2 board members, Bashar al-Assad and Skeletor, but this man...
Oh, this is a beautiful moment, just trying to take it in, you know, and to look back on my career, and I'm going to talk about it a little bit tonight, but highs and lows, and feels like it's a little surreal.
Good evening, my name is John Mulaney. It's an honor to be here at the Kennedy Center, or as it will be known next week, the Roy Cohn Pavilion for big, strong men who love cats. Congratulations to my friend Conan O'Brien on receiving the 26th and final Mark Twain Prize for American Humor.
In addition to all of those, you also had Sarah Silverman saying, "I really missed the days when you were America's only orange a-hole," referring to Conan. David Letterman coming out and dubbing it, as we said earlier, the most entertaining gathering of the resistance ever. And the entire night ultimately culminating in Conan's powerful acceptance speech. So take a listen to some of that here.
There were some big laughs at the Kennedy Center last night as Conan O'Brien accepted this year's Mark Twain Prize for American Humor. Late night Stephen Colbert, Will Ferrell, Adam Sandler, and others took jabs at the night's honoree and President Trump. Trump, of course, took over as chair of the Kennedy Center back in January, leading to a number of resignations. O'Brien took a unifying stance in his speech. Listen.
Twain wrote, "Patriotism is supporting your country all of the time and your government when it deserves it." Some of you might be thinking, what does this have to do with comedy? It has everything to do with comedy. The comedy I have loved all my life. Comedy that is self-critical, deflating, and dedicated to the proposition that we are all flawed, absurd and wallowing in the mud together.
Conan O'Brien there with those remarks after receiving the Mark Twain Award.
I love you too, sir. To be handed this award by David Letterman is, to be honest, very hard for me to comprehend. And I need to put this...
Tonight, the Kennedy Center was the capital of funny as the Mark Twain Prize for American Humor was honored and handed to Conan O'Brien. This was the first major event at the Kennedy Center since all of the major changes and shakeup with the leadership, including President Trump being named chairman of the center. Our Tommy McFly was on the red carpet tonight.
Tonight, the Mark Twain Prize for American Humor here at the Kennedy Center is in honor of those who make us laugh. Conan O'Brien received it, and it also happened with the backdrop of the Trump administration's takeover of the Kennedy Center. So that, of course, was on everyone's mind.
Yeah, I think it's his priority right now is the Kennedy Center, and only he knows his priorities best. And there's a lot going on in the world, but probably taking control of the Kennedy Center should be at the top of the list.
In light of the new leadership at the Kennedy Center, all of these are right wings.
It focuses on comedy and everything I love. I mean, other awards are, you know, they'll have a section that's about comedy or variety, but this is one that's just about American humorists. So it's the granddaddy, if you think about it.
What better way to honor Conan than with
the 26th and final Mark Twain Prize for American Humor.
What do people at home not know about the work that goes into
oh my God, it's so exhausting. It like writing, like you think that like everyone's just like funny naturally, and like some people are, and Conan obviously is.
Though they didn't walk the red carpet, the stars showed up on stage.
You are, in fact, my friend, one of the quickest, smartest, funniest minds I've ever come across.
A special thanks to all the beautiful people who have worked here at the Kennedy Center for years and who are worried about what the future might bring. My eternal thanks for their selfless devotion to the arts. And I think we should all...
And despite everything going on, tonight was about comedy, it was about Conan, and he really seemed to be taken in the moment.
I lost my parents in December, and within 3 days of each other, and my one regret is that they're not here for this. They would have loved this one.
Incredibly powerful, and frankly, I couldn't agree more. I mean, that is what we strive to do here at Really American as well, to bring comedy to the news in order to help keep everyone informed, but also to try to fight back with humor. And if that's something you can get behind, then by all means, consider dropping a like on the video, subscribe to Really American, and for Really American, I'm Kenny Hesse, and I'll see you guys in the next one.